Right, hello, and welcome back to Oolykee Gaming. Welcome back to another episode of Workers and Resources. So at Republic Mode Monday today, we have oil storage, we have big bazaar, and we have a weird factories. Okay, a couple of mods are actually broken a bit. One of them I can't find, the other one crashes the game. I'm gonna present both of them anyway, but I'll do straight away warning. Some of them might not be finished yet by the time you're seeing this video. Hopefully this is resolved. And quite few quality items this mod Monday, but the volume is still around 20 mods a week, which is way lower than the average that we had, over 30 per week historically. But anyway, let's get cracking. Oil storage 3000 to minus 10,000 by Mech Cannon. It is very expensive and requires a lot of steel to build, but it's smaller. Takes up less land and has built-in railroad line. You can use Rail Distribution Office to automatically regulate its internal stock, and when it's too much or too little, the Rail Distribution will automatically send a vehicle to regulate it. Sure. Three sizes, 10, 6, and 3000. The smallest one being 3000 with only 2 vehicle loading docks. Okay, so this is what we are talking about. I think the design is absolutely great. I like the color scheme on it. It looks very nice. I'm really happy about this. Also, the railroad lines look different than the vanilla ones, so I think it's great. I think it's a very nice little thing to have. Of course, the price was mentioned there, and the price tag for these bad boys is 140,000, 90,000, and 60,000, which is way more than the vanilla ones, which will be 30,000 for 30,000, like two 15,000s for the smaller capacity of the smaller one. But yeah, there you go, link in the description of the video. Right, the first model that I have a problem with, people are commenting in the comment section in Russian and English, so obviously I think it's working for other people, but unfortunately it's not working for me, so I couldn't present it in the game. I can't find it, but this is called Bioreactor or Bioreactor version 0.1. So description in English would be the experimental facility. It's the first Workers and Resources Bioreactor, and the motto is of the creator is expensive, long, pointless. that tells you a lot what it is. The Bioreactor works mainly on the grain and has a full production life cycle to the final product: biofuel, metal, alcohol, synthetic meat, modified food, and fertilizers. Wow, that's a big production queue. Oh, it has synthetic meats as well. So you can see here the tons, the production, and what is the input. Uranium oxide, the corn or grains, chemicals, and wood needs to go in, and you get liquid fertilizer. You have the food, you have the fuel, toplivo, that would be just fuel, and then you have the alcohol, and miaso would be meat. 800 people work here, 50 with college degrees, and costs 1.5 million to build it. That is quite large. Anyway, well, like I said in the beginning, weird factory. You can see that it's very expensive, but if you want to have something weird like this, link in the description of the video. Viking and the Bazaar market, Bazaar open market, Bazaar market in the wow Bazaar market, Bazaar open market, Bazaar market in the open air. That's a good description, where there are many sellers and buyers, and the retail trade in food products and other goods. Updated version from old mod, added some graphics and nightlights, also walking inside the market area, etc. So obviously there's people when they're shopping, they're walking around. That's great. Okay, this is one of my favorites because I grew up in place, not in place, shopping in a place like this. We had it in Bosnia. Market called Arizona, we call it Corridor. It had these kind of shops, wooden, this is brick and mortar, but we had wooden shops everywhere. Anything that you want, you can find everything from the needle to the locomotive, you can find anything there, and it was extremely affordable. So so this is close to my heart, these kind of markets, and I really enjoy them. Right, so what about this market? What can we say about it? As you can see, it needs number of sellers needs to be 50 up to 50 sellers. It has decent capacity for food, clothing, and electronics. I would say meat. There was meat there as well in Arizona. It's in Boston. It's just called Arizona, like United States state. Right, price tag. So let's go and check the Bazaar here. 20,000 for some 50 tons of food capacity. That seems like it's like a big shopping center and costs 20,000. It does take more space. I think it might be cheaper. I'm just gonna double check. No, it's yeah, it's a little bit cheaper. It has more capacity, but the size-wise, it's twice the footprint of the vanilla one. I would say it's not a cheat. It's definitely not a simple thing to have. And yeah, there you go. Link in the description of the video. Jerry K. and Lenin Monument, namesake of this channel. The monument of Lenin, a small size for the design of squares in small towns. Impact the loyalty of the population is set. Okay, so that's the description. You can see here 2.5% and 100 meters. It's Lenin, should have way more influence, but all jokes aside, it's a very, very nice model. You can see here in Cyrillic says Lenin, and the monument, the whole square looks absolutely amazing. Definitely a keeper for me, one of the better models of Lenin monument. So yeah, what about the price tag and how does it compare to others? We have here Lenin monument here, 8,000, 2.5%. Let's see other Lenins. Yeah, it's more expensive than this one, so definitely not a cheaty mod. This one has more influence, 4.5%, 90 meters. This is again vanilla. Definitely not a cheaty mod. It's fairly priced. It's a wonderful mod and definitely a keeper for me. Link in the description of the video. Tesmio, an agrochemical factory, agrochemical plant, synthetic fertilizer plant with base capacity of 1.33 times better than the standard plant. However, 500 people work here, which give a much larger volume of products. 7 stops for vehicles without blocking will allow you to take out fertilizers produced without obstacles. In addition, the plant has 3 underground outlets in pipelines to pump out the fertilizer produced. Right, I created a complexity price. Okay, so if you want, you have a link in the description of the video if you want to contact them more for custom-made mods and stuff. Anyway, I'm gonna give you my 2 cents. I am horrible in arts and colors and stuff. I'm gonna tell you that I'm not a fan of this style, this kind of coloring. I think the materials look very nice. This looks like concrete, yellow one, and the others look like metal, but I like the texture. Oh, my bad, sorry. I like the texture. I do not like the colors. They look too cartoonish, too artificial. I don't know how to describe it. I wouldn't be able to make it better. The building itself, amazing. I love it. Chimney, greatest thing ever. Like everything looks great except this central system looks a little bit off. I'm not sure what the issue is, but it just looks a little bit off. That's my 2 cents regarding this. Other than this, I'm really, really happy that we have something like this. So this is an agrochemical company, produces liquid fertilizers, 455 tons per workday. Consumes 8.1 tons of chemicals and 390 cubic meters of water. The capacity, input capacity, do we have here? Yeah, 13 tons of chemicals. Definitely I would suggest getting a chemical storage close to this if it's going to be working full capacity. But that's a lot of fertilizer production, so not sure if you're going to go for the full capacity here. Okay, so price tag, let's go and check that one. Fertilizer would be under farming. And then we would have food, alcohol, livestock, sorry about that. Would it be here? Am I mistaken? Synthetic fertilizer. So this is the one, 455. The vanilla ones are only 17 tons per day. And I found it quite interesting, quite good. It's not too much, so I'm not sure who's gonna use these chemicals, this much fertilizer, maybe for exports. I'm not sure about the prices though, but yeah, much larger than vanilla one and more expensive. I don't think it's cheaty at all. It's just that's a lot of fertilizer. Link in the description of the video. Okay, I'm gonna quickly cover this one and straight away warning, do not install this mod yet, maybe, but this is Skyscraper Hotel. I will demonstrate at the end of the video the crash it causes for me. It crashes the game even if you just click on it. I think it's nice. I think it's I'm happy that we have something like this, but unfortunately it crashes the game for me. It's a very high hotel. I think it looks nice. I think it's a really nice effort of making something like this, but unfortunately it doesn't work properly. I will demonstrate this at the end of the video, how it crashes the game, but for now, this was made by Jet-84RU Skyscraper Hotel. This is a Soviet know how to use railroad platforms for balcony building, because balconies it's more comfortable for guests. 50 floors, up to 500 tourist capacity, low quality, high cost, all as usual. Madman comments there. Anyway, there you go. You have a link in the description of the video. Hopefully it's gonna be resolved by the time the video is out, but if you want something like this, now we have it. And of course, cream of the crop, the Mr. Novo and Antiquitech Factory was a power plant built by Tartarian Empire that used an experimental mixture of oil-soaked coal, which burned hotter and cleaner than either coal or oil alone. Employs 100 workers, features underground coal unloading via train tunnel. Existed in early 1900s. Maximum output 4,440 megawatt hours or 74 megawatt circuit. Consumes 40 tons of coal and 40 tons of oil per day. So you have to have both, I'm assuming. You can see here both of them, and this is production. It says here 3,900 instead of 4,440, yeah. And the circuit breaker is where can we find this? Unfortunately, I don't see the... Usually it would be in red, the circuit breaker. Here you can find that it's 74.8, but it would, oh right, it would be listed over here. I'm just gonna go and double check this. So that would be under power plants. Let's see, is it fossil fuels? Here we go. In description here you can see the circuit maximum daily, no sorry, maximum wattage circuit breaker in the middle, second one below the pollution indicator. It's 74 megawatts, like it was said in the description, but it's not 4,440 megawatts. It says here 3,900. Doesn't matter, it's still close enough, and could have been a typo. Its similarity is 3 times larger than vanilla one, and it costs double the price, a little bit more than double the price, so 2.5 times more. So I think it's not a cheating mod at all, and of course it's Novus work. That means extremely high details, beautiful design, everything is in place. I have nothing to complain about here. Very, very beautiful model. As always, thank you, Mr. Novo. Anyway, link in the description of the video. Pavlov 84 and Ingria version 1, map of the Swedish province on Ingermanland, Ingria, which existed until the beginning of the 18th century. Its history is interesting since several people coexisted in the territory. So you're gonna have to go and read about it. Ijorians, Swedes, Finns, Russians, Estonians, and other indigenous peoples from the south. The province bordered Russian Pskov and Novgorod Vechia Republic. Okay, I'm just gonna stop it here. There's a lot of history about this that I'm really interested in. I'm gonna read it off screen, but I'm not gonna present it here. You're gonna have to do it yourself. Now, I'm gonna tell you a couple of things. It's a little bit glitchy. It feels glitchy, like it's loading a lot of stuff. I'm not sure if this is due to my PC or this map, but I didn't have this kind of issue with other maps or previously. It could be maybe due to me. I'm not gonna blame the map for this, but just a heads up. Okay, that being said, I love the map. I think it has a lot to offer. You can see that it's navigable access to the seas, both east and west. So, and you have a big river in the middle that is also navigable. You can see that it's dark blue color, which usually indicates that it's deep enough for the ship to pass. What about the resources? It's decent. I don't think you're gonna get like a big batch of 100% coal, but all of these reds, they look like they are 100% coal. It's just that the size of the mine will not produce 100% coal. And then we have iron, that's quite plentiful. Oil, not a problem. Uranium, quite few places. And bauxite, of course, is quite plentiful. So resources won't be that much of a challenge, but other things will. You have a couple of border crossings on each side, 3 to NATO, 2 to the Soviet republics, and like I said, big river in the center. You have a couple of islands, and definitely ships could be used around here. Anyway, as I promised, I'm going to demonstrate the crash that the other mod does, but I'm going to tell you thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, press the like button. If you didn't, leave a nasty comment in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Like, subscribe, notification bell, ring it, comments, hit it. And if you want to support the channel, have the description of the video. Thanks for watching, and there we go. Crashed. See you next one. Bye-bye.